Hello everybody, hello replay viewers. I'm Heather here for Nighttime Tales today, and our theme is going to be Earth Day because it is Earth Day today, April 22nd. It's the same every year, and yeah, pretty exciting that we get to do this on Earth Day. So I'm just gonna let everybody join in who are gonna be watching it live, and I will get the feed running on my laptop here so that I can see your comments when I flip the camera around. There we go, it came up faster than it usually does. Hi Julia, hi Rebecca. Let me know who's watching with you. Hey Ariella and Easton, nice to see you guys. I'm glad that we're here today. Kimmy says, it's Charlotte from Justice, Manitoba, my relative. Nice to see you here, Kimmy. Tell me who's, oh, Charlotte is watching. That's awesome. And hi, Bryn. Nice to see you, I guess. I can't see you, but nice to know you're there. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys are all tuning in live. This is very good. I've had a bit of a rough week, just trying to get my schedule sorted out and emotionally dealing with everything that's going on, so this is a light in my week. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad you're here with me. Pippin's here too. Maybe we can get her to come over. Come here, Pop. Over here. So here she is. This is Pippin. She usually likes to tune in for Nighttime Tales. There, she's sitting on my lap. Front and center. There we go. She's the real star of the show. We all know that. So she'll be hanging out for story time too. And Pippin's birthday was last week. It was on Good Friday. She turned 3 years old. So I mentioned that in one of my programs already, but I'm very excited, and she's excited that she just had a birthday, so she wants you all to know. I would love to know what's going on with you guys, so let me know in the comments if you've had any exciting birthdays or anything fun going on in your life. I know Bryn has a new baby sister, I think it is, right? Let me know, Julia. I know I went on your page to go check and see the update, but yeah, congratulations you guys, that's really exciting. And yeah, I will get started here. So today's theme is Earth Day, and for Nighttime Tales we'll be reading Earth Day books because today is actually Earth Day, so that's very exciting. I'll have to get Pippin to move so I can show you my pajamas. She's like, what are you doing? These are my Superman pajamas, and I'm wearing my bunny slippers, although it's debatable what animal these slippers are because when I've asked the kids before, I've gotten all kinds of responses. I think the tag said that they were raccoons, but they don't look like raccoons to me. And some kids said bunnies. I don't know if it was someone at Nighttime Tales or if it was my nephew Easton said they looked like a donkey, which I thought was very creative and accurate. So yeah. Julia says, baby sister Reese, 1 month old tomorrow. Wow, that's crazy. It's crazy how fast time is going. So congrats, Julia and family. That's so exciting. And yeah, I'm hoping you have some relaxing time at home with your 3 wonderful girls. I'm sure it's not relaxing, but I'm sure you're spending lots of family bonding time together. Okay, I'm gonna flip the camera around here so that my books are not backwards. There we go. And the first book we're going to be reading is called Earth Day Birthday, written by Maureen Wright and illustrated by Violet Kim. And Pippin is sitting very nice for this story. We'll see if she hangs along with us. So I'll try and hold it over on this side. Usually I hold it here, but I want to encourage her to stay for our story time. So Earth Day birthday, let's see. And look, here's the April calendar, and April 22nd is circled. So that's today, Earth Day. Deep within the jungle green, the biggest lion ever seen stood before his friends and said, "Happy Earth Day!" Deep within the jungle green, the silliest monkey ever seen swung upon a branch and said, "It's not Earth Day, it's my birthday." Little monkey's birthday. Okay, it's just less awkward for me to hold it over here. So, sorry Pepin, she left. The elephant shook her wrinkled head and stomped her foot like a bag of lead. She turned to Monkey and loudly said, "It's Earth Day, not your birthday. Let's plant a row of tiny trees, plow a garden for beans and peas, grab a shovel, get a hoe, hurry up, it's time to go." They've got a sign that says Earth Day is April 22nd. Oh, she came back. Hello, Pippin. Deep within the jungle green, the silliest monkey ever seen twirled his tail and proudly said, "It's not Earth Day, it's my birthday." The lumpy bumpy crocodile watched the monkey for a while. He answered with a toothy smile, "It's Earth Day, not your birthday." And the zebra's holding a sign that says, "Make the world a better place." Look at Crocodile's little shirt, that's cute. It has a little heart with a little leaf in it. Monkey's shirt has a banana on it, of course, right? We know monkeys love their bananas. Let's pick up papers off the ground. There's lots of litter, look around. Collect the garbage that you see, stick it in a bag for me. That's a good Earth Day activity, isn't it? Collecting some garbage that we see on the ground. Deep within the jungle green, the silliest monkey ever seen ate a banana and proudly said, "It's not Earth Day, it's my birthday." The tall giraffe complained, "Oh dear, I see we have a problem here. Let me make this very clear. It's Earth Day, not your birthday." And they're painting a sign. It says, "Reuse and recycle." Do you guys think it could be Earth Day and the monkey's birthday? What do you think? Could they both happen to be the same day? We'll do our part to clean the land. Recycle bottles, glasses, cans. Come on, my friends, I'll lead the way. Let's recycle every day. See the things they're recycling? They've got paper and cardboard in here. They've got glass bottles in here and metal cans in here. And then some mixed recycling. Do you guys recycle at your house? Let me know what types of things that you can recycle. Deep within the jungle green, the silliest monkey ever seen rubbed his belly and proudly said, "It's not Earth Day, it's my birthday." Hippo opened his mouth wide on the muddy river side. He turned to Monkey and loudly cried, "It's not Earth Day!" Sorry, it is Earth Day, not your birthday. Wow, Hippo is very upset, isn't he? Let's take our cloth bags to the store. Buy 3 pineapples, maybe 4. We'll use our cloth bags every time to shop for coconuts and limes. And this little toucan sign says, use cloth bags instead of plastic. That's a really good way to reduce your waste, is to use some reusable bags, right? Instead of getting plastic bags. We can try our best to remember. Deep within the jungle green, the silliest monkey ever seen shimmied up a tree and said, "It's not Earth Day, it's my birthday." Snakes slithered through the leaves up high as the monkey scampered by. She raised her head and said, "Oh my, it's Earth Day, not your birthday." Look at that snake. Have you ever seen a snake wearing a little hat like that? That's pretty funny. And Monkey's looking pretty gleeful, isn't he? Swinging in the tree. "Let's go start a compost bin. Toss our rotten vegetables in. Watch me, and I'll show you how. We'll get started on it now." So rotten garbage and vegetables, they go in the compost. This says compost helps a garden grow. So they're making their compost and then they're spreading it in their flower bed. Snake's still got his sun hat on. Deep within the jungle green, the silliest monkey ever seen jumped around and proudly said, "It's not Earth Day, it's my birthday." He whispered in the lion's ear, "Don't you know my birthday's here?" Look at Lion. Lion roared, "Give me a break. I've heard all that I can take. No matter what we do or say, you think it's your special day." Look, all the animals, they're looking upset, aren't they? They've got their arms crossed. Oh, I just saw a message that says, "Diana says hello from Jacob, Caleb, and Kai. We're from Indus School." Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming to listen to my story. I hope you're liking it. "But it is," said Monkey. "Can't you see? Here's my mom with a cake for me." The lion gasped. "Oh, I made a mistake. Please share your yummy birthday cake." Uh-oh, Lion realized it really is Monkey's birthday. "Of course," said Monkey with a shout, "but first I'll blow these candles out." Look at that beautiful birthday cake. Wow, it's got some sprinkles and strawberries and leaves. Very nice. Then all the animals yelled, "Hooray! It's Monkey's birthday and it's Earth Day." There we go. They figured it out, didn't they? So it really is Monkey's birthday and it's Earth Day. The end. So let me know if you know anybody who has a birthday today. They could share their birthday with Earth Day. Or maybe it was your birthday recently, like little baby Reese. She was born 1 month ago. So she's got a birthday close to Earth Day. Here's Pippin coming back in. Okay, we're going to do a couple yoga poses now. And we are going to pick, let's see, I think we'll do ladybug pose to start us off. So we're going to get ready to squat. So let's try to do this on camera. It's hard to do some of these yoga poses on camera. But we're going to squat with our legs apart and our bum off our ankles and off the floor. And we'll put our arms together like this. And we'll sit up as straight as we can. We'll take some deep breaths. Breathe in and out. And in and out. And I just realized we forgot to do our hello song. So even though it's not the beginning anymore, we're going to sing our hello song now, and then we'll move on to our next book. Okay, so our hello song is the bread and butter song. So we get our clapping hands together. That's what reminded me is that yoga pose. We had to put our hands together. So we're going to clap along, and it goes, bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quietly as we can. And then we all whisper, hello. Good job. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as loudly as we can. Hello! Good job, everybody. Hope you shouted. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as quickly as we can. job, everybody. Okay, we'll do one more yoga pose, then we'll read our next story, then we'll be doing our craft. Okay, let's see. I think we'll do snake pose. So, we're gonna lie on the floor, and I don't know if you'll be able to see me down here, but we're gonna lie on the floor. Kippen's coming to see. Now you really can't see me because she's in the way. And we're going to lift our body up like this and put our head back and take some deep breaths. Breathe in and out. And in and out. Good job. Okay, that was snake pose. Next we will read our story. So here we go. All right, our last story is called The Last Tree by Ingrid Chabert and Guridi. The Last Tree. Everyone's interested in this one too, aren't you? When I was a boy, besides being small for my age, I was enormously bored. To entertain me, my dad told stories about the world when he was young. If you're bored these days, you should ask for some stories from your parents' childhood. His favorite thing was rolling around in the grass with his best friend. Cartwheels on Monday, leapfrog on Wednesday, and kite flying on Sunday. There's a kite in the air there. I had a best friend too, but not the grass to go with him. Instead, we had roads, walls, and lots of other ugly things. Actually, there was a bit of grass left. You had to go a long way to get to it. Sometimes I cycled there because it was faster, but I couldn't roll around in it, and I couldn't walk on it barefoot. You guys even see the grass he's talking about? I don't see any grass there. They've got their soccer ball. Oh, now I see the grass. There it is. One day I counted the blades of grass. 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 13. There were only 13 left. The week before there'd been 17. When I got home, I lost myself in my books to see some green, some leaves, some happiness. That looks like a beautiful book he's got. The next day, Gus, my best friend, came to find me. You have to see this, he told me in secret. What do you think Gus found? Let's find out. We jumped on our bikes and I followed him. I followed him for such a long time, my legs hurt. Look at that city, it's so dark and concrete, isn't it? We're here, he said finally. We got off our bikes and I kept following him. And there, behind a low, crumbling wall, a small tree was hiding. It must have been a very young tree. It's so beautiful, I whispered. It's the first one I've seen. Do you think it's the last tree? Probably. Did you guys see the tree that they found? Right over here. There they are. The only colorful thing is them, the tree, and their bicycles, isn't it? The whole city's pretty bland. We stayed a long time, looking at it without moving, without speaking. That night, I dreamt about it. I imagined it tall, huge even, and majestic. That is a beautiful tree, isn't it? But the next day, when I saw the front page of the newspaper on the kitchen table, I quickly understood that it would never be huge. The headline read, 247 floor luxury condo construction to start this week. And next to the headline, a photo of the broken down wall hiding our little tree. There's the tree. This is the newspaper headline. We've got the article here. It says blah, 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 blah. Because he doesn't care what the article said. He just knows what that means. His tree is gonna get ruined. My parents looked on, surprised, as I ran to the garage. My bike was waiting. Together, Gus and I rode as fast as our legs and wheels could go. There we go, they're hurrying. A little tree was still there, unaware of the threat hanging over it. I took a shovel from my backpack and started to dig. I had to get it out of there. Are they gonna dig up the tree with the shovel? Hopefully they'll rescue the tree, hey? I gently took the tree, put it in my backpack, and got back on my bike. We rode for so long, the early morning had turned into night when we stopped, exhausted. This spot would be perfect. See, we've got the life cycle of a tree here. So it starts as a little seed, and then it gets roots, and then it grows up, and it sprouts some leaves. And then here's when they dug up the little tree, put it in his backpack, and him and Gus are riding off. See the trees poking out of his backpack. They're gonna replant the tree and water it and give it sun, and hopefully it'll grow up into a big tree, right? We dug and dug and dug so it would do well in its new home. I looked at it. I looked at the stars and asked them to watch over it. It was the last tree. Look at that. Years later, I returned to see it. I had grown. The tree had too. Look at that tree. It's actually big now, isn't it? And look, the city is way back there. They biked really far out of the city to make sure that little tree had a good life, didn't they? The end. So it's really important that we take care of our trees, isn't it? I love trees, and I'm sure you have seen some trees in your yard or around your town or outside of the city. Wherever you go to look for trees, you should take a close look at them because they're very important, aren't they? Let me know in the comments what your favorite tree is, if you're interested in sharing that. Tell me what your very favorite type of tree is. Is it the tree in your front yard? Is it a pine tree? Is it a Christmas tree? Maybe it's not a tree at all. Maybe you really like flowers or a certain type of plant. Let me know what your very favorite plant is in the comments. And as we get started our craft, I will read out some of your favorite plants. So we are going to start our craft next. And here are the supplies that you will need. So I'm going to flip around here. Pippin is checking out my supplies. Okay, so Charlotte says her favorites are pine trees. That's awesome, Charlotte. Thank you for sharing. For our craft, you're going to need some straws. Either green straws or plain straws are fine, or if you don't have straws, pipe cleaner will work great too for your stem. Kai says, the apple tree in their yard. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing. Apple trees are really special because they give us fruit to eat, don't they? Okay, you will also need either some muffin papers, or on my post I had suggested some coffee filters as well. Either one will work. Those are going to be the petals of our leaves. And you will need some coloring utensils. I've got some markers here that Pippin really likes. You will also need some earths. So you can either draw or print some earths. I just drew these. You can draw your own earth and color it, or if you've pre-printed them, that's awesome as well. And then you'll need some green and some blue paper. Now, as a scrapbooker, I have like my nice cardstock that's green and blue, but I wanted to mix it up a little, and I've got this pattern blue paper and some sparkly green paper, so that's what I'll be using. Okay, I see some more favorite things. Okay. Caleb loves Christmas trees. That's really awesome. Ariella's favorite tree is an apple tree, and Easton said Christmas tree. Jacob says palm trees, and Bryn also likes Christmas trees. Those are some awesome choices, you guys. Good job. Pippin, what's your favorite tree? I think Pippin's favorite tree is the pine tree in our yard because that's where the squirrels always go. You like squirrels, don't you? She's like embarrassed. Okay, I'm gonna prop my phone up here. This won't be the best angle, but I do what I can with what I have. So this is where I'll be doing my craft. I'll just move up a little here, and it's gonna be sideways, but that's okay. Okay, so our blue paper is our background, and our green paper is going to be the leaves. I just realized I didn't grab my glue or my scissors, so here they are. Luckily they're close by in my craft room. So firstly, you can cut out some leaves. You can either pre-draw these, or you can eyeball it like I'm doing and just cut out a little shape like that, a little leaf shape. I'm going to be putting 2 flowers on my page here, so you can do as many as you want if you have enough supplies, or you can do 1 flower on each of your pages. And I'm just trying to save paper, so that's why I'm cutting it in the corner, because then we can use this paper for another project. And that means it's earth friendly, right? Because we want to be as earth friendly as we can. Even though we're using straws in this craft, I know straws are bad these days, but I don't actually use these for drinking anymore. I have reusable straws that I use now, so that's why I get to use them for crafts. Okay, next we're going to take either our muffin paper or our coffee filter paper. I think I'll do 1 of each just so you can see what to do. And you can cut your coffee filter to have big petals. You can either just cut slits in it, or you can cut some kind of petal shapes like I'm doing here. Or you can use it just like this, because that looks like a flower too, I think. I think I'll keep my muffin paper, or maybe I'll just cut slits in my muffin paper, and this one I will actually cut petal sort of shapes so you can see what both look like. And I see my lovely co-workers Natalie and Carolyn have joined in. Hi ladies, thanks for joining us. If you want to let me know what your favorite tree is, that would be awesome too. Any of you parents or adults that are here watching, let me know your favorite trees or plants as well, because I would like to know. I shared what Pippin's favorite tree is, but I don't think I said my favorite tree. I probably like, I don't know what they're called. It's just a very common tree here with like the normal leaves. They're very big, and they have what I would call normal leaves. yeah, I don't know my trees well enough. I should have studied for this, knowing that I was going to ask you that, but that's okay. So those are my favorite trees. And I'm just gonna cut some slits in my muffin paper here so that it kind of looks a bit like a flower as well. So then when it's flat, you can see those are both flower shaped. And next I'm going to color my earths, and I will need some greens and some blues, but if you want to color them different than that, you certainly can. So I'm going to color the land green. That's assuming the whole world would be covered in grass, right? But we know that some places are covered in concrete, like in the book we read, or some places are dirt, some places are ice, right? Like up in the Arctic. Some places are desert, so they would be mostly sand. So you could color your land whatever color you want to. Maybe in your world, the earth would be covered in candy, so you could color it all different colors, whatever you want to do. But mine is going to be covered in grass, and the water is going to be blue. There, I'm just outlining in the darker green, and I think I will color fully in light green. And I see, oh, Rebecca loves maple trees and weeping willows. Good choice, Rebecca. I think those are some of my favorite too. And Charlotte wants to share that my nickname is Pippin. That's why she loves her puppy's name so much. Ah, that's really cute. Thanks for sharing, Charlotte and Kimmy. Pippin is named after the Hobbit in Lord of the Rings, because my husband is obsessed with Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, and yeah, so we named her after that character. And I thought it was very cute. I think it's a great nickname too. That's very cool. And so, oh, and Natalie shares if she had to choose willow trees and cherry blossom trees. That's a great choice. Cherry blossoms are beautiful. I have seen, like, I guess they're not actual cherry blossoms. In my parents' yard, they have an apple tree, and when it's about to grow flowers, it has little, when it's about to grow apples, it has little blossoms. I think the blossoms are white, but there's also a tree they have, I think, that has pink blossoms. So that always makes me think of a cherry blossom tree. But I know cherry blossom trees are big in Japan, so those are very beautiful as well. This has turned into the Watch Heather color show, but I hope you are enjoying my commentary and working on your craft here while I'm coloring. But yeah, I love hearing about your trees and your comments. And Kimmy says, my nephew named me after that hobbit too when he was 3. Oh, that's really cute. I'm impressed he was able to watch and comprehend the Hobbit / Lord of the Rings when he was just 3. That's very cool. And very adorable. Okay, this water outline, I feel like this marker I'm coloring with is darker than the one I outlined with, so it's not exactly the effect I was looking for, but that's okay, we'll go with it. Just doing this quickly, and then we can assemble our flowers. And Another fun thing you guys could share if you want is let me know if you're wearing your pajamas right now for nighttime tales. Are you all ready for bed? Are you wearing your comfy cozy pajamas, or maybe you haven't taken off your pajamas since we're all in quarantine? Let me know what you're wearing. Lori, my mom, you may not know, whose trees I was just talking about, says our plum tree has pink blossoms, and the Saskatoons also have lots of white blossoms. Okay, that helps me. Thank you for sharing that, Mom. So yes, I'm not losing it. There are some pink blossoms in the yard. And Kimmy says, my dad was babysitting. Not very age appropriate. Well, we all do what we can. That's okay. Too funny. So as I said earlier, I am wearing my Superman pajamas, which I think is appropriate for Earth Day if I make a stretch, because the Earth is super and Superman lives, or got crash landed or something or other, onto the Earth. So I don't know, that's my stretch of why I'm wearing these pajamas. Okay, so the little earths I drew are going to be the centers for my two flowers here. The straws are going to be my stems, and these little leaves I will glue next to the stems. So maybe I'll put that little leaf there. There we go. So that's what it's gonna look like. Sorry, I know this is sideways on your screen, but yeah, that's what we're dealing with here. And Diana says, we love Mrs. Potter. She's our librarian. Yes, isn't that so awesome? She's such a good librarian, and she is one of the many reasons I became a librarian too. So I love having my mom be a librarian. Kimmy says, very cute craft. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Hopefully Charlotte's liking it. Let me know how it's going for you. And I always encourage you to post photos of your completed craft in this feed, either live if you are done your craft, or feel free to post it afterwards whenever you do finish your craft. I love seeing all the kids' crafts of how they've created it and the different takes that you have had on the craft. Gonna see if glue stick will work for my straw. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it's not bad. I think it'll stay. And my straw is a little longer than my page, so I think I'll just cut the bottom off after I get everything else glued on. There we go. And you may see I also have my nails painted green. Not on purpose for Earth Day, but a happy accident. I actually painted my nails green because I have been loving my houseplants so much lately, and I wanted to think of my houseplants whenever I saw my nails. So weird, but that's why I painted my nails green right now. Yeah, this is fun fact about Heather time, I guess. I'm just sharing all kinds of interesting updates. There we go. Okay, I think my craft is about done. I'm just going to cut these bottom bits off. Oops, that straw didn't stick. There we go. Pippin got upset because the straws went flying at her. Sorry, Pippin. So there we go. Here is the craft right way up for you. I hope that you enjoyed that craft. Let me just flip this around. There we go. I hope you enjoyed the craft, and if you're still making it, that's awesome. Let me know if you finish it, how it went for you. If you substituted any supplies, let me know, because I know there's lots of different ways you could do this craft. What do you think, Pippin? Oh, she got bored and left. my straw is falling off again. I shouldn't pick it up. But yeah, thank you so much for all of your comments and interaction today. It's really awesome to see. Thank you for sticking around and watching the whole program tonight, and I really appreciate you tuning in. So come back every Wednesday. This one's every Wednesday at 6:30 until the end of June, I believe. And then my other program is Friday mornings. That one's Little Explorers, so we do some stories as well as usually a STEAM craft or experiment. So this week coming up, it's going to be a magic milk experiment, and I'll be posting that in the event description of, so if you go to our library Facebook page, then you click events, then you click the program event, it will say Little Explorers event, and then you click discussion. Within that event you can see the experiment we'll be doing, so then you can do it with us if you want, or you can just tune in and watch our experiment here as well. And Pippin is yawning, so it must be bedtime. That's my cue to sign off. Have a great night everyone, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.